Hey everybody, I'm Lisa Young Sutton and welcome to my channel. This morning I was reminded that I haven't done a live 3-card video in a while, so here we go. Let's see what Source would like to say to us today. Okay, so I am using my Grand Jeu Lenormand today. And it's well shuffled and ready to go, and I am also freshly meditated, so I'm ready to go. So let's excuse me, so let's see what we get. All right, first card. First card is, I will zoom in a second. First card is the coffin. Second card is the clouds. And the third card is going to be, no, I don't want that one. I want this one. Oh, the stork. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. It's a brand new phone I just got yesterday. It's very sensitive. My iPhone 14. Okay. Hang on. Wow. All right, let's, jeez. It's the light too this morning. The light streaming in my windows and I can't even see. Okay, hopefully you can see. All right, so the line starts with death and ends with birth. Okay, what am I doing? The first thing I do is I look for correlations among the cards to piece together a story. So I'm seeing death and birth, right? I'm seeing incapacitation and ending in mobility. I'm seeing a beginning with stiffness and ending in flexibility. So in between, we have this gray area. Another correlation I see is a change from disorientation, right, clouds, to reorientation, the stork. Yeah. Okay, and that's making me think of the disorientation of, the smoke screen, of the illusion of the physical plane. This is starting to look like the ascension process, the rebirth process. All right. Yeah, remember I did ask for a spiritual message from Source. So this is looking like being born again. You die to the old ways of outdated thinking, everything that's held you back. You entered this lifetime to learn and reach certain goals, to evolve. But first you have to kill the old you. You have to bury your old ways, die in order to be born again. And the veil of illusion must be lifted, right? You're now ascending higher, soaring, evolving. You're lifted up. Okay? And this clouds in between can represent the adjustment period, right? You're confused and uncertain of the next step. I mean, change can be quite difficult. How do we move on? And seeing the dark side of the clouds facing the stork reminds me of the old saying, it's always darkest before the dawn, which holds true, okay? Another way to view this is to consider that after a painful ending, a mist rolls in for a reason, and it gives you the time and space needed to reorient yourself before you can allow new light into your life, right? But you don't ever want to stay in the fog any longer than necessary. You want to spread your wings and embrace your own evolution and that of our entire species as a whole. Okay, I'd also like to add that there is no death, right? We're confused about that. It's time to rise above our old beliefs and soar to new heights of understanding as we migrate from the old world to the new. Ooh, you want to follow the natural migration process as we evolve from a lower to a higher state of consciousness, right? Think of all the descriptive terms for these cards. Low, high. Yeah, the atmosphere in between. Okay. So how might we look at this line in a more mundane or practical sense? All right, you know, right away I'm thinking of moving day here with the stork, right? I mean, this could be telling you to enclose all your possessions securely in sturdy boxes. That looks like a pretty sturdy box to me because it's going to rain on moving day. Yeah. Or the coffin shows something that's entombed or buried, right? As well as severe illness or depression, followed by the clouds, can certainly show fear and powerlessness. But then you have the stork bringing a lovely change to the situation. And while we don't have any cards beyond the stork to indicate what follows this change, we can say without a doubt, because the stork is lifting us up from this doubt of the clouds, right? That any change from a state of being buried in uncertainty, doubt, and fear will be beneficial. Okay? You know, I'm also seeing something else in these cards. Something back from my days as a chemistry major. I'm seeing gases being emitted from something contained in a vessel, especially something that's inhumed. All right? Yes, I'm an undertaker's daughter. I have all these words. Inhumed, yes, that's to bury something in the earth. Okay. Does anyone still use that word? Inhumed. Okay, anyway, what you bury in the warm earth undergoes a chemical change, not just a physical change, right? I'm thinking of when I mentally send negative energies into the earth for transmutation. Gases are then emitted, gases are emitted from the earth into the atmosphere where they dissipate. Wow, you can see how many ways you can view these cards and why your question is so important. Yeah. All right, so I mean, with that in mind, you can practice applying the same line of cards to imaginary questions to practice your interpretation skills. Right? Now, I mean, do you see a different spiritual message in these cards? You could start with that if you want. Or you could answer let's see, what would I do best to avoid today? Or what might be my greatest opportunity today? You could even go to how does X feel about our relationship? Yeah, anyway, you know what? I'm going to put this in my group on Facebook. If you're in my Lisa Loves Lenormand Facebook group, head on over there and you can answer questions. I'll post some more questions too for this line. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. And until we meet again in the next video, keep your spirits high and your cards nearby. Bye for now.